Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run the option. The pitch. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Inside the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Knight. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Now a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under fire. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. RPO complete to open the drive.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Lemon. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Going for it all. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. On the run, it's Cobb. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Strachan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Would they go for a big play on first and 10?
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Second and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Thompson. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker is Coleman. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or
turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Finding an escape route. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
0.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather.
Kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sanders. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Bring in the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation of being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Sanders. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Knight. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strachan. absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
USC 14.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Singleton. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. With the catch, it's Singleton. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
USC 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Returner is tackled down at the 23. And your USC Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanders. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And tackled there by the defense.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on second and short. He'll take a deep shot here. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Here comes the heat. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Mayava. Got his man quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to...
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They boot it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
First and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness